is proudly brought to you by PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town: apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Tonight from the Sanford Sports Complex in Bismarck, North Dakota. It's just as tradition goes. Century and Minot High meeting up in October. This year, it's the Patriots on a roll. 4 straight victories after an 0-2 start. They've kept the pedal to the metal against their opponents as of late, outscoring West Region opponents 100-7 in their first 2 conference games. Meanwhile, Minot High is upset on their mind at 0-6 here in Bismarck for the second week in a row. We began on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network alongside Bryce Gutnick, I'm Owen Patterson on the call. Bryce, you were in this very venue last week for a legacy win over the Minot High Magicians, and Century was on the road in Williston putting up 69 points against the Coyotes. You really couldn't put 2 teams in different spots together tonight.
Yeah, last week I'm completing my turn of seeing all the Bismarck teams here at the AAA level. I'm really excited to see Century tonight. Obviously, really impressive on the road last week at Williston, one of the hottest teams in AAA football. You got Minot High coming in here. I know it's 0-6 starts. I get it, but they're trying a lot of things. They've got some new bodies coming in. They've got moving some pieces around, dealing with a lot of injuries, Owen. A lot of injuries. Like I said, there's been a lot of moving parts, but Chauncey Hendershot, it's good to have them ready to play here tonight. And like you said, upset is on their mind for the Magi.
Yeah, well, for the next half hour, we'll be talking about all of those things that have kind of separated these 2 programs in the WDA, at least this season. But then we got 48 minutes, whether this one goes chalk or whether this one ends in shock for the Minot High Magicians by night set. Let's set up the matchup by looking at the WDA standings entering this week 7 of play across North Dakota. Legacy, Century, and Bismarck. Those are the 3 teams to note tonight. If any of them get wins, they have punched their ticket to the playoffs, which start in a whole 3 weeks.
You and I were dissecting possible matchups and the bracket in AAA football, but there's just still so much undecided. I know there's some teams that have a chance to secure some spots, but the seeding is what's going to be important where they end up, and whether you're traveling or, more importantly, hosting a playoff game.
Yeah, and of course, Legacy plays Bismarck High tonight, also on the PSP Network over at the Bowl, so a very interesting game as to where the WDA standings could look starting next Thursday, remember. And then you get to the bottom 3. Mandan, Minot High, Williston. Identical 0-6 overall records. But, folks, let it be known, one of these teams is guaranteed a playoff spot by the end of the season. You send 4 from each league to the state playoffs, and either Mandan, Minot, or Williston will come out of this region and play postseason football.
It's basically a 3-team mini playoff is what it is. You've got to, see who comes out of that and secures that 4th spot. Probably, be on the road out in Fargo for that first-round playoff. But, win a couple games and you're in. That's the goal of one of those 3 teams.
Now, the first domino falls tonight as Williston takes on Mandan. And then next week, of course, Minot plays Mandan, and Minot will play Williston to end the season. So it will likely come down to the final Friday. It could be decided as early as next week as to kind of the playoff field out of the West. But still a long ways to go. Those standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. And, hey, why don't we say something about the East? Fargo Davies has moved into the #1 spot. And Horace, the 2 undefeated teams in conference play.
Yeah, the East, just so much talent out there. Shanley, tough loss. Quarterback Jax Mattern, I learned he had gotten suspended. He did not play last week in that ball game due to a kicking violation, so he was out. So some moving parts for Shanley in that big game versus Davies. They come up on the wrong end of that. Look for them to be at full strength. Still a lot to be decided out east as well, Owen.
And still a lot to get to on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We've got keys to the game, players to watch, and much more ahead of kickoff. You're watching WDA Football on the PSP Network.
GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
This page isn't a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Back at the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change locations in Minot and Bismarck with 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people they make local actually matter. We continue on with this pregame show, breaking down the matchup with our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Bryce, for the Minot High Magicians, keeping everything underneath. A lot of big play targets for Century. They'll use the play action to lull you and throw it over the top. Williston learned that last week. Minot High can't get tricked the same way.
Yeah, going to be a lot of attention on Xavier Haroldstead there. I really expect them. I feel like you got to double them. You got to have the safety over the top. Try and take away some of those big plays. Keep everything in front of you. Do the best job you can if you're the Minot High defense in doing that.
And the Century Patriots have been a first-half team, and a lot of times maybe that doesn't give a good connotation, but for them it has worked out just fine. A 31-0 halftime lead against Mandan. They won by that same final score. They were up 55-0 over Williston last week, eventually winning 69-7. It's another hot start for the Patriots today.
A hot start. I got the numbers right here, and here they are, 129-19 in the first half. Century outscoring their opponents by 110. And Minot, another team that's kind of struggled in these first half of these games. So going to be important to try and contain this red-hot Century offense.
Keys to the game. Oh, yep.
For the Minot High defense, that is.
Keys to the game brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to seal your heating or game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com or call Dylan today at 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation and upgrades on all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. Let's take a look at the rankings, what the media is making up of the first 6 weeks of the 3A football season. A bunch of 5-1 teams at the front. Davies, Horace, Legacy, and Shanley, of course, the big movers. The Deacons go from 1-4 with their loss to the Davies Eagles last week.
Yeah, and I really expect Shanley to bounce back tonight. You know, they've got Mattern back in the lineup. I expect them to play well tonight. Davies, how about the football they've been playing since that loss versus Legacy? They've looked terrific the last few weeks. I'm going to circle, if I could, I'd circle Team 5. The team we got tonight, I think they're the hottest team out west for sure, maybe in all of AAA football. I'm excited to see them tonight, 4-2, riding that win streak. Century looking the part here, Owen, out west.
Would you agree if I said Legacy still has the best win in North Dakota this year, having been the only team to beat Davies?
Yeah, I think I would. I think I'm going to agree with you. I don't have an argument off the top of my head. That was, a 40-30 game, and just a huge win versus the preseason #1 team and the current #1 team in 3A football.
Yeah, nobody receiving votes. Bismarck maybe could throw their hat in the ring with a competitive game or obviously a win against Legacy tonight in West Region play. Those rankings brought to you by Sport Clips. Check it online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com or use the app. Well, Century, they always bring it. They have a great student section, and thanks to BSN Sports, we're handing out awards for them now. It's the Bring the Noise Award presented by BSN Sports at PSP Network. Tag at Network BSP on Instagram and Facebook with your student section. Great numbers from the Patriots tonight. They also got the band. Bryce, that's bonus points from you, and it's Military Appreciation Night. So everybody brought the camo, the red, white, and blue today. I think Century could basically sweep this award night in and night out.
Yeah, we've got the big flag. Sorry, that's a spoiler alert there, but we're going to have a big flag for the anthem. The Century crowd, the student section, they had the flags waving over there. You were a fan of that, Owen. A great night here at the Sanford Sports Complex.
When we come back, the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We'll look at the players to watch tonight. And the starting lineups delivered by the UPS store. Kickoff on the way as well from Bismarck on the PSP Network.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Tonight's Players to Watch is brought to you by Planet Pizza, right there in Minot. They've been serving the area for over 25 years, and obviously our player to watch tonight for Century, I wouldn't say it was a slow start. Maybe they just couldn't find him down the field as accurately, but once Xavier Haroldstad found the ball in open space, Bryce, he has been just a machine. And just enjoy the highlight reel. 5 touchdowns in his last 3 games, 2 for 60 or more yards.
Xavier Haroldstad, one of the best wide receivers in the state of North Dakota. I have him as an all-state selection.
Her out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, back to pass. He's looking in the corner. He's got Haroldstad. Haroldstad in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
Over there, Haroldstad over there.
3rd goal. They motion Xavier rolling right, and there's Xavier Haroldstad. Touchdown.
Number 1 involved early here tonight.
And obviously at
little stop and go. They're going to jump ball to Haroldstad. Oh, Haroldstad caught it. That's a one-handed catch for a touchdown.
Patriots lead 8-zip, and they go play action. Hare rolling out, throws it to Haroldstad. Oh, what a grab, and he is loose to midfield into Packer territory, and they are not going to get him. 82 yards.
82 yard.
To the house.
Against West Fargo a
great throw and catch, and way to run to finish it.
On the other side for
there you go. You run the ball successfully.
A career day for Jalen Gunville right here. He's back 1 week later against the Century Patriots. He ran for 130 yards, Bryce. He had just 20 coming into the game.
Yeah, a kid who really, they just struggled getting him going. I think he was maybe averaging about 2 yards per carry going into last week. You said it, north of 130 yards, a couple touchdowns. was a main piece of that offense last week. It was really good to see if you're Coach Hendershot.
Yeah, and obviously it was because there was no Blake Anderson. He wasn't suited up for that game. Tonight he is. And Bryce, I think when you look at this game for Minot High, it's just about staying healthy. You've got Mandan and Williston coming up next. Those are the must-win games for the Magi if you want to make the playoffs despite the 0-6 start. Does Anderson factor in if you were setting the game plan tonight?
Hey, I just don't know where he is with that lower leg injury. I believe it was an ankle injury that he's been dealing with. Do you give him a few carries early, see how he feels, knowing you got Gunville kind of that safety blanket, which he was so good last week and handled much of the load. I would look to see, give Anderson a couple opportunities to get involved in the game and see how he feels with a few carries to start this one.
Well, that's only the first part of an extensive injury report for Minot High at this point in the season. James Pilata, one of the best sprinters in North Dakota, he's put his talents on display on the football field this year as a wide receiver and safety. Not going to start tonight, but we could see him on the field later on. The offensive line took a hit. Quinn Wilk is out. Moves Caden DeMakis, who's just back from injury, to right tackle, and a second time as a starting center for Tian Patterson, the junior up front.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces. Like you said, just a lot of injuries that Coach Hendershot's dealing with. I think he's handled it terrifically. Getting some guys some other opportunities. I really like Patterson. Patterson played really well last week, especially in the run game and the run blocking. He was terrific.
Another reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It's a 15-minute stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change in either Minot or Bismarck. You can also find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. Not to mention, with 25 years of the Lundins taking care of people, they make local actually matter. It's just about time for the national anthem here in Bismarck. We're on the campus of Legacy High School, but you'll find the Sabres tonight at the Bowl taking on Bismarck High, part of another 5-game Friday night presented by Bones Barbecue on the PSP Network. Bryce, we always like to make a couple quick picks. We only have a very short time to get to them. We'll start with maybe the most fun game of the weekend, Bishop Ryan, Velvet Drake, Animus Garrison for the penny.
Yeah, and I said it. that Okeson is with Velva. He is amped up. I had a brief conversation with a few people in Velva. He's excited for this matchup versus his old team. Velva very well could be one of the most the hottest teams in single-A football. I think they're there. The running game's going. They got Kittleson going. Look for Velva at home, I think, to come away and keep that penny in possession for them.
One more for you. Possible West Region Championship game tonight. Devils Lake at Minot North. Best offense versus best defense in AA football.
I think Minot North's going to have to air it out a little bit. Just something they're not really known for. They love playing physical, running the ball. Going to be interesting to see how much they can attack Devils Lake in the air. Going to be a great game to decide that region championship.
We'll step aside now for the national anthem here from Bismarck on the PSP Network.
We honor the brave men and women who have served in our armed forces. Their sacrifice and dedication protect our freedoms and strengthen our communities. At this time, I would like to recognize all of those who have served or are currently serving in the military with a round of applause. I would also like to give special recognition to Century High School seniors Manning Buckmiller and Alex Jobert. These students have answered the call to service with the North Dakota Army National Guard. Let's hear for them with a big round of applause. And now, please remain standing, remove all headgear, place your right hand over your heart as we salute our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by the Century High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Chris Dosovic and Mr. Eric Stordahl. Thank you, Staff Sergeant Joe Peterman. If you have any questions about the North Dakota Army National Guard, you can reach out and find out more information at ndarmyguard.com.
Military Appreciation Night today in Bismarck, hosted by the Century Patriots. We, the PSP Network, think that's a good thing to do every night on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We'll take our third and final pregame timeout when we come back. Deliver the starting lineups thanks to the UPS Store. Century and Minot kickoff on the way.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Tonight's starting lineups delivered by the UPS Store, located on South Broadway in Minot, open Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 7, and on Saturdays from 8:30 to 3. Inside the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS Store. We start with the visiting Minot High Magicians today. A look at their starting offense on the field first. Of course, a lot of the same names, one new on the offensive line, but in many different places. Caden Demakis, the starting center this year, missed last week. He's back at right tackle. Tian Patterson makes his second straight start at center, but the left side of the line has been held down by Risbert and Nelson over there.
Yeah, Nelson's been terrific all season long, both sides of the ball. You start shuffling around some of those offensive line pieces, it could be a challenge, but yeah, I've said it. Coach Hendershot's done a great job. And I really like Patterson. I said that. Patterson was great in the running game. Look for them to get that going early tonight.
As for the backs and receivers, some changes as well, including at one wideout, James Pilata again. We mentioned earlier he's active today, just won't be in the starting lineup. That goes to Jaron Melhoff. Bryce, he has no catches this year.
Yeah, Melhoff's getting his opportunity, and I know it comes with Pilata being injured, but we might see Pilata in some shape or form here tonight. But Melhoff, hey, here's your opportunity. Try and show Coach what you got here tonight and make the most of it.
And then, of course, Gunville and Sutton in the backfield. I spoke with head coach Ron Wingebach of the Century Patriots earlier. They said they feel more comfortable keeping Ryder Sutton in the pocket than letting him be as creative as he is.
Yeah, Minot High is so good at getting him rolled out, get him outside the pocket, give him the option. You know, he's such a gifted runner. We know about the big arm. He does a lot of his damage, Owen, outside the tackles.
As for the Century Patriots starting defense, they are big in the trenches. The offensive line, the defensive line, it doesn't get bigger, really, in North Dakota high school football than the Century Patriots, and that's a historical fact. Bitts, Schwager, Dahl, and Kralik on the front. Minot's going to have you would have to expect a tough time running against that.
I was watching them during warm-ups, and you said it. You're like, look at the size of the Century offensive line and on the defensive line. They've been terrific these last 4 games, Owen, especially 5 points per game for opposing offenses.
#1 scoring defense in 3A football, held down by especially that linebacker defensive backer core. Tolman, Coast, Morris, the linebackers. Arndt is one of the best cornerbacks in North Dakota high school football. Then you have Hanson, Helgeson, and Haroldstad as well to complement. I mean, just what do you try and do against this Century defense? They got you covered everywhere.
Yeah, I really think try and get Gunville's the hot hand. Try and get him going early. Try and play the time of possession game here. You know, just try and limit Century's possessions in this ball game.
Again, those are your starting lineups, and this has been the Valvoline Oil Change pregame show ahead of Minot and Century. You know, Century, since our records go back to 1975, is the most played opponent the Magicians have ever gone up against.
Okay, there you go, Owen, doing a little homework. I like that, my friend.
57th meeting since 75. Woo. That's more than the years since 1975. They meet up in the postseason pretty often, don't they? Ron Wingenbach, the head coach of the Century Patriots. He is in season number 36 leading this program, a record of 236 and 135, 4-2 this year. I mean, that's legendary status right there.
Oh, and those numbers, I mean, he's been doing this almost, I know this is hard for you to believe, but about as long as I've been alive. Look at the win total. I'm circling it, 236. I mean, just a legend when it comes to high school football in the state of North Dakota.
For Chauncey Hendershot, he's in his 6th season leading the Minot High Magicians, a record of 29 and 27. Again, you could look at it this way for Minot High, an 0-6 start, but the whole season is still in front of them.
How about Coach Hendershot running the scout team offense out there? He was getting his guys ready to play, clapping between every play. Hey, I'm not going to lie, the arm looked pretty good there as well. And then the zone reads, he can still move a little, but has done such a good job with this Minot High program. They'll be back, Owen. I know it's 0-6, but they're going to be ready to play tonight, and they've got it. They've got upset on their minds versus these Patriots.
But again, they could still make the playoffs.
Absolutely.
They're 0-6, still can make the playoffs. So these next 3 weeks to end the regular season, very important for Minot High. An upset today against Century would go a long way in saving this 2025 campaign. Century won the toss, they deferred, and Minot High will receive the opening kickoff. I'll tell you what, Century has really a standout at every position, including their kicker, senior Alex Peterson. He has a boot.
He was bombing it during warm-ups. I watched a few of those kicks. They were bombs. And how about this? A little different look. Alexander's back, returning kicks here, Owen. Something we
that's a linebacker.
Have not seen, Owen.
That's the starting outside linebacker returning kicks. They'll kick it right in between the two, and Peterson will have a touchback. Minot High's offense will start at their own 20-yard line. Ryder Sutton, the sophomore quarterback, we saw him out in Fargo have his career day there against the Deacons, but Bryce, he just hasn't found that same kind of game.
Got to limit the turnovers. The turnovers have been up. The completion percentage has been down these last few weeks. I know they've been better at running the football, but Sutton got to get that aerial attack going. He's got the big arm. He can put it on the money. Going to be huge tonight for Century.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, no touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Gunville starts to his left, the running back. Some flinching from the Patriots, and there's the flag. They're going to be offsides. At least that should be.
Yeah, I believe. Yep.
There we go. Goes against the nose guard there, Ian Schweigert. First down and 5 coming up for Minot. I don't know if Coach Hendershot scripts the play to begin, but 1st and 5 usually isn't factored in there.
Take a few free yards if you're Coach Hendershot here.
I'll put 2 receivers out to the far side. Bell in the slot goes in motion. Fake it to him. Throw a screen out to Jalen Gunville. He'll get to the line of scrimmage and forward to the 30-yard line. Tiptoes the sideline. They're actually going to mark him down at the 28. 2nd down and very short coming up for the Magi.
I like that little jet sweep motion there by Bell, drawing some of the attention of the Century defenders. Hey, swing it outside to Gunville there. They did have him short there, so he did step out, but I like the formation and the play call there.
Yeah, they actually have 2 tight ends in the game right now. Jackson Dahl, who's been back from injury, and also Stevenson starting at the other tight end in a 3-point stance. Gunville takes the handoff, looking for space up the middle, but that is going to be stopped. And right at the line to gain. Let's see if they give it to him. Might need a measurement even.
Yeah, be about inches. Maybe.
First down.
Oh, they're going to move the chains. Good call, Owen P.
Century, I mean, they're bringing linebackers up that line of scrimmage. They got about 6 blue jerseys going up against Minot High's front.
Schweigert is a load there in the middle. He is at that defensive tackle position, already involved in a number of plays here for the Century defense.
Minot High trying to spread them out a little bit on 1st down and 10 of their own 30. Dahl is the motion man. Shotgun snap to Sutton. Another handoff. Jalen Gunville up the middle. Can he break through the secondary? He cannot. Nice ankle tackle there by Todd Tolman. It is another 1st down run of 12 yards.
There's a lot of what we saw last week, the success getting Gunville going here. Good start to this drive here for Minot High, already a couple 1st downs.
It seemed last week against Legacy, every run went for about 10 yards for Gunville in that 1st half. And again, wasting no time, getting the legs moving today against the Patriots. Still 2 receivers, 2 tight ends for Minot High. This time it's Ludwig across the formation. Yet another run to Gunville. This time stopped for just 2 yards. Darian Bitt's going to get the credit on the tackle there for Century. He was a game wrecker against West Fargo and Mandan earlier in the season. Kind of a defense-only guy.
Yeah, he's great off the edge. He has a number of sacks on this season. I'm really impressed. I love Braxton Dahl. Dahl is a grown man in there. We know about some of the offers he has to play at the next level.
2nd down and 8 for Minot. 1 receiver to either side. Here is Anthony Alexander. We watched this in warmups. He's a wide receiver out there and will take a jet sweep. Tries to bounce it. He's going to run out of room and be tackled for a loss. Marshall Arndt was able to seal the edge.
Arndt there just blowing that play up. You see the motion. Something we haven't seen, like you said, Alexander getting some offensive reps here. A little different look from Minot High.
Saw that one again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Been waiting to see Alexander factor into the offense. We've been kind of shown it a couple times it might happen, but there it is officially. And now just a 3 receiver formation to the near side. Gunville back to the right of Sutton. Now he motions into the slot again. Empty backfield. Sutton will step back, look downfield over the middle. It's Gunville high and incomplete. Tolman was tracking that as kind of that linebacker dropping in coverage, but it'll be 4th down and a long 11 yards for Minot High.
I like that. Motion out Gunville there. Just go to about a 4 wide look there. Just unsuccessful there. Putting it on it with Sutton there. Throw in the middle of the field. Going to be a punt for Minot High.
Ryder Sutton will punt this one away. Xavion Haroldstad stands at his own 26-yard line. Clock stops at 9:18 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sutton boots it away. A high kick, a good punt. Fair caught by Haroldstad at the 33-yard line, and the Century offense takes over. We mentioned Haroldstad, the big play threat at wide receiver. First play on offense against Williston last week, a 64-yard touchdown pass from Noah Herr, 2nd year as a starter, and even an injury kind of concern early in the season. Herr is back and may be better than ever.
Herr's been terrific. He's a guy at that position, leads this offense. He's not going to turn over the football. He takes care of it. Hey, maybe a little play action look here and maybe air it out right away to Mr. Haroldstad. Maybe take that shot as he's got single coverage.
Well, Bryce, take your pen tool again. Circle him. Bottom of your screen, number 1, lined up against Tariq Bell. Instead, it'll be a handoff over to the far side. 2 yards on 1st down. That'll be Carter Wild getting the carries tonight. Usually a running back room of about 4 for the Patriots. They're down 1 tonight, and their starter, Tristan Pope.
Yeah, Tristan Pope scratched, not active tonight, so you're going to see a lot of Carter Wild getting a lot of carries here for this Patriots team.
Wild, the junior. He's got Adam Wild, the senior, Braden Morris, usually a fullback. He's lined up in a 3-point stance behind her right now. He'll get some carries as well. 2nd and 8. Handoff again. Wild going to the left side. He has stood up at the line of scrimmage, got a good second push, and is to the 40-yard line. Looked right away that Jackson Dahl had the stop, but that was not to be.
Yeah, it looked like Dahl and Gunville there read that right away, but it's the yards after contact making this 3rd down very manageable here for Century.
It is 3rd and 4. 2 runs to get 6 yards at the moment for the Patriots. But Haroldstad in the slot near side, and next to him, senior wide receiver Xander Hansen. Todd Tolman, the receiver to the right of her. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. right at the first down marker. It's Tolman breaks a tackle. Todd Tolman to the sideline, eventually thrown out of bounds by Jaron Melhoff. First down Patriots. Watch it again.
I like that quick step there. Herr gets the ball out, moving the chains right on the money to Tolman, the 6'2", 190-pound senior.
A Century with her, they don't throw it often, but it is accurate, and that's a big sign in the right direction for the Patriots. Last year, her as a junior, 7 touchdowns to 9 picks. This year, 5 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Like I said, his time in there, he's not going to turn the ball over. It's been just the accuracy's been up since the injury. Big leader for this offense for Century.
Wild follows the fullback Morris. Again, that second push to get some extra yards, and that's not just a few extra yards, that's a whole 5 more, a gain of 7 for Wild.
I like Morris. Line him up, get him in that 3-point stance, get him in front of Carter Wild there. Nice gain on first down for this Patriots offense.
See a mix of little tight ends as well. Joey Kralik is really the leader of that position. Another great blocker, also plays D-end. This time the Patriots opt for slot receiver in Tolman. I formation still on 2nd down and 3. Handoff to the right side with Wild. Finds the hole and has a first down.
And it's the big boys up front. How about the right side of that line on that one? Filler and Sile leading the way there. Century getting the running game going here on their opening drive.
Across the offensive line, from left to right, 285, 270, 280, 270, 315 of Peyton Sile. I mean, who really has that we've seen across 3A football, someone that can match up to that? I haven't.
It's not too often, Owen. I watched during the warm-ups, the big boys over there in the corner, and I did for quite a while, and I'm very impressed, and I'm very impressed on the opening drive as well.
Play action. Alexander got pressure on her. Might have had the face mask, though, just a wild ball, but this is going to be some free yards, and got to worry about her there. Maybe Alexander got in the face mask, poked him in the eye a little bit.
Yeah, some great pressure there. Alexander had him for a big loss, but it is good. Like you said, it's going to be a face mask. It's going to be 15 yards and a first down.
Yeah, it is. So a drive that has been slowly pieced together for the Patriots. A 15-yard penalty will sure help and move them into the ServPro red zone. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. We got another Haroldstad now on the field. That'll be the junior Zakai Haroldstead, wears number 21, runs the play into the huddle. And both he and Xavion will go to the right side of the formation. First down and 10, Patriots about the 14-yard line. Her in the gun, Wild to his right. Fakes there, throws to Xavion, nowhere to go. Magi had that play from the start. A helmet comes off in the end. I mean, it was even defensive linemen out there to make the tackle.
It was a great job by number 0. After that penalty, read that play right away, blowing it up, setting up 2nd and long for Century. Great job by Anthony Alexander.
For Minot High, just trying to bow up in the red zone. Legacy, once they got there, it was almost like it was going to happen. A touchdown last week with their running game.
Yeah, anything you could do, try and limit, see if you can get some of those touchdowns. Make them settle for 3 if you can, if you're the Minot High defense.
Patriots will go to the air again on play action. Pressure from behind. Her steps up to the line of scrimmage. Now will tuck and run and sidestep out of bounds. He was being chased there by Caden DeMacus even that had the pressure there, but able to pick up positive yards.
This is the down. If you're Minot High defense, you got to win. You got to get off the field here. Force a 4th down, or maybe make them think about settling for 3 with that good place kicker that Century has.
Already halfway through the first quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Clock stopped at 5:33. Formation into the boundary for Century here. It's Hanson and Haroldstead. Hanson in motion to the wide side of the field. Give to Wild. He was hit in the backfield by Tucker Nelson, but picks up a Patriot first down.
You said it looked like Nelson had a chance for a negative play there, It's Carter Wild there, yards after contact, huge first down inside the 5, going to set up 1st and goal for Century.
4 plays to get 4 yards for the Patriots here. Got really creative on these goal line plays. Some play action, get Haroldstead in the flat. Or could it be a little bit more follow Morris? That's indeed what it is. Wild to the left, and Wild is in. Touchdown, Century.
You said it, Owen. Follow Morris. That's what Carter Wild did. 4 yards out. Opening our scoring up is Century. What an opening drive there. 10 plays later into the end zone. Carter Wild from 4 yards out.
Now Peterson on for the PAT for Century. Snap, hold, and kick. It is through. 7-0 Century, 5 minutes to play. First quarter from the Sanford Sports Complex in Bismarck. It's Patriots on the board first tonight.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
First update tonight on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century 7, Minot High nothing. We've played 7 minutes of football from Bismarck. They know you're busy. That's why when you visit, or you can make managing your money easy. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. I know you got to experience the 6:30 start time last week. I'm still used to the 8 p.m.
I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of the 6:30 start, Owen. Especially, hey, man, we're on the road. We're on the road here. We got some miles to put on, so get back a little earlier is always nice.
This was the shortest road trip of the season for me. I went to Fargo twice and Jamestown last Friday. This was nothing. Touchback by Peterson. Minot again will start at their own 20-yard line. Last drive, it was all Jalen Gunville on the ground for Minot High. When do they maybe try and throw one?
I'd maybe try and take a shot play right away here. See if you can get something, a little play action look, a little fake to Gunville here. See if you can hit a big play on first down. Try and catch this really good Patriots defense off guard. See if you get Bell loose.
Again, we're looking for James Pilata and Blake Anderson, number 3, number 8. They haven't seen the field yet. They're standing near the coaches. That Minot High sideline. Rollout by Sutton. Throws on the run. Bell leading him towards the sideline, and it's a catch.
It's a great play. Looked like he had Dahl underneath. He decides to go to Bell, the more difficult play. Bell gets the foot down. It's going to be a first down for Minot High.
Again, that's what Coach Wangenbach told me earlier today, was we'd rather have Sutton throw from in the pocket than get out.
I like the play action call. Like I said, that play action, get the rollout there. Great delivery to Bell.
Mesh there with Gunville. Fights for yards. He'll get 4. 2nd and 6 coming for the Magi at their own 35.
Brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Magician.
Tariq Bell has been very quiet the last 2 weeks, again, with kind of the absence of the entire passing game for Minot, but he has been kind of the receiver they can count on to break out of a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, great speed, good hands. Important to get him involved early.
Gunville is only going backwards right there, driven down by Hunter Helgeson. Loss of 3. Just what Minot High couldn't afford right there, getting to it a 3rd and long.
Yeah, the 3rd and long here. Steve, you said it, Coach Wingenbach. Let's see if Century can keep Sutton inside the pocket here. Make him, try and avoid him getting outside, rolling out where he's so gifted.
But 2 receivers to Sutton's left. That's Bell in the slot, Logan Ludwig the outside. Seems to be some more confusion now as they move around. Play clock down to 10. And they're still going to try and snap it. It's down to 5. Now they motion Gunville into the slot. Gets the snap at 2. 3rd down and 8 underway. Sutton moves out. Eyes still downfield. Now he'll run. Goes right back into traffic and will be short of the first down marker. Coast the tackle for the Patriots. 4th down and 2 could be go-for-it situation.
Great job there. Great pursuit by Century's defense. The coverage on the back end was there. Nowhere to go with the football for Ryder Sutton.
Still able to make something out of nothing. They'll sneak it on 4th and 2. Sutton falls ahead. Got exactly the 39. And it is a first down for Minot High.
How about that? Going for it on their side of the field there. The hurry up, deciding to go with the sneak. Looks like they've got enough, Owen, for a first down.
I think at this point of the season, you got to be a little bit risky here on the road.
Yeah, I love it there. I know it's a risk, but it was worth it there, and it paid off big, keeping possession here for Minot High down 7-0.
Inside of 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Fast-moving early game on this Friday night across the PSP network. Bell in motion. Shotgun snap to Sutton. He'll keep, has a chance to throw it. He will. Sets, fires downfield, has Ludwig with some space, underthrown and knocked away by Arndt. What a recovery from Marshall Arndt. It looked like a probably 50, 60-yard gain for Minot, but he gets one hand up and knocks it away.
And a name we've said a lot already. It looked like Braden Morris was going to come up with a sack over there. Sutton gets loosed. We talk about it. We talk about the big arm there. Just unable to bring it down was Ludwig there. Great recovery by the Patriots on the back end.
So that Arndt PBU on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Minot comes out on 2nd down and 10. Again with 2 tight ends and 2 receivers. A much different look than what we've seen for the Magi all fall. Sutton goes under center this time. Straight handoff to Jalen Gunville. Gunville with some extra muscle there, gets to the 47-yard line. Just the junior filling in as the RB1, making his third consecutive start at the running back position.
Yeah, that play, once it looked like he was like doomed in the backfield there, turns into a really nice gain here, setting up a 3rd and short.
Much more manageable 3rd down than last time for Minot. Closing in on midfield. Closing in on the end of the first quarter as well. Speed play to the near side. Sutton's going to follow Gunville. Sets a nice block. I think he's still going to be short. And another tough decision coming up for Coach Hendershot. This is going to be a whole 4th down and 3 at the 48.
Yeah, great pursuit on the outside there. It was number 24, Helgeson, trying to set the edge so his teammates can come clean it up. Yeah, call it 3, maybe 2 here on 4th down. Looks like Minot High is going to go again.
Bell to the near side. Ludwig, the receiver, split out to the top of your screen. Sutton barks out the signals, and now we'll go into the shotgun. Maybe try to draw Century off sides. It might have backfired, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they got first on there. Maybe the right guard moving for Minot High. I'm not sure, Owen.
Oh, they're actually going to make it a penalty on Patterson, the center, for moving the football. So now it makes the decision to punt more clear for Minot. Again, that is a newly pieced together offensive line. There's probably going to be a few of those tonight.
Yeah, it looked like, for a second, it looked like they had the defensive tackle drawn off, and it was going to be an automatic first down, but.
Instead, a second Sutton punt of the quarter. Interesting spin to that. Bounce out of bounds at the 35. So about the same starting field position for the Patriots on drive 2 as on their first scoring drive of the game, which ended in the Carter Wild touchdown. Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network is brought to you by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. That's Minot State University. Military Appreciation Night here. Same thing tomorrow on Saturday for Minot State. Digi-camo alternates.
We had a difference of opinion on those, Owen. I
didn't want to make that known to anybody.
Had a little difference of opinion. So, I'll keep a secret. Who thought what on there, Owen?
I think you already gave it away. Pass to Haroldstad, caught at the 40-yard line and slung out of bounds by Tariq Bell. A gain of 10, first down, Century.
Yeah, you see that's something Her likes there. Just get that ball out quick. Get it to Haroldstad on the edge. You got that single coverage. Let him make a play. Yards after the catch and a first down for Century.
The clock will stop at 1:37. Century has been a big play offense against West Region competition. They go one wide receiver. It's Haroldstad. It's a fullback dive. Morris on first down. Minot is trying to get everyone in there to push him back. It'll be one hard-fought yard for Braden Morris.
Braden Morris, 5'11", 205. Said his name a lot. Fullback getting a little love on the dive here for Century.
Yeah, who says the fullback's getting a love? We've said Morris's name more than anybody else.
He's been tremendous on the defensive side for the Century team, too. You always got to give him a little love, Owen. I played that position. Say, hey, give him a carry, show him a little love for all the hard work and the lead blocking.
2nd and 9 for the Patriots. 60 seconds left, first quarter. Play was blown up by Dahl. Great job by Wild, though, to kind of restart things there. Watch the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Dahl was in the backfield in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, this Minot defense has had a number of opportunities for a negative plays here. Hope they had him down a little earlier, so it would be about 3rd and 6 here. What should be the last play here of this first quarter.
Still got to snap it one more time. Send out 3 receivers to the right side. Herr will go into the shotgun. Still the tight end on the near side, Kralik. He is a pass-catching option for the Patriots. They'll roll out to the right. Herr now has to step up. Throws. Wide open man. It's caught. Xavion Haroldstad at the sideline. Hurdles a man at the 27 and is out of bounds.
And this time it's Herr outside the pocket, finding Xavion Haroldstad. Big gain, big first down for Century.
For about 3 seconds, he had his hand up in the air saying, I'm open, I'm open. And then the hurdle at the end. Oh, no, there's a flag behind the whole play. Oh, a 30-yard gain is going to be coming back because of a hold.
Yeah, negating that play. You see the athletic ability, though, of Xavion Haroldstad. The leaping, just a gifted player on the outside. Big break for Minot High here. Setting up 3rd and 20 here.
Yeah, it's actually a 12-yard loss on the penalty, and the clock will run out in the first quarter. Century will take a few extra moments here to decide what they do on 3rd down and 20. They have a 7-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Back in a minute on the PSP Network.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Well, Century Patriots with the football to start the second quarter. Up 7-0. It'll be 3rd down and 20. 2 receivers in the formation. Herr will look way downfield. Throwing to Kralik in double coverage, and he makes the catch. It'll be 18 yards, but that is huge on 3rd and 20.
How about the protection this line provides for Herr? Finding Kralik there, huge conversion on 3rd and 20.
Yeah, Bryce, they're going to give him all 20 yards on this play. It seemed like maybe he had his back on the 45, but they're going to say the ball was there as well. 20-yard pickup, first down Century.
I thought for a second, and maybe it hung up a little. Maybe Magi could come down with a big interception there, but the big guy, Joey Kralik, 6'3", 235, Owen, coming down with that one.
Into Minot territory go the Patriots. High formation football again. Carter Wild right up the middle. And Wild has 8 yards on the carry.
Another opportunity for this Minot defense. We talked about it. They've got to take advantage there. 3rd and 20, an opportunity to get off the field. Century converts. Now back to the I formation, and Carter Wild, nice gain on 1st down.
Century offense that rushes for 175 yards per game. Very balanced attack. Wild has the 1st down, and now it's just some extra after that to the 30.
You see the big boys down the field leading the way. How about, I love Braxton Dahl. Braxton Dahl got another fan in me today. He is terrific on that offensive line for Century.
Moving right along are the Patriots again, using a lot of the clock again. Just their 2nd offensive possession of the game. Wild to the left this time. You know, we expected, obviously without the starting running back Tristan Pope, usually it's kind of a running back committee of about 4 to 5, but it has been only number 16 tonight.
Yeah, we thought maybe we'd see Adam Wild here in the mix. I know it's early. It's the beginning of the 2nd quarter, but it's been Carter Wild right from the jump here, getting all the carries here for Century.
Yeah, 1 from Braden Morris and 1 from the quarterback Noah Herr. That has been it. Nearing the Serve Pro red zone now are the Patriots. This will be 2nd down and 6 at the Minot 26. Play clock at 5. Herr now goes under center. Straight drop back looking for Xavier Haroldstad. Has some space. And he will be taken down to the ground by Tegan Schindler at the 21. 2nd down and a short yard left.
Great job by Schindler. They're kind of limiting. Looked like Haroldstad had some space out there for a bigger gain. It's going to set up 3rd and 1 here for Century.
Minot makes some moves defensively. Load the box here on 3rd down and 1, which seems like a pretty obvious running down for Century, but they go to the fullback Morris. He is stopped for a loss.
Oh my, look at Blake Anderson into the ball game, making an immediate impact. Tucker Nelson there as well.
Thought I saw 8 run on the field. We've been waiting to see him. I think we got it there. 4th down and 1.
That's something Anderson that's really stuck out to me this year when he's been on the field defensively. Much improved at that linebacker position, stuffing that play, setting up a 4th down.
Century change it at all here on 4th and 1?
I'd go right back. I'd say, hey, Carter Wild, you're getting this. Get us this 1 yard.
Instead, it's Herr, the quarterback keeper. Big yardage here. A gain of 5 to the 16-yard line, 1st down Century.
Good decision there by the quarterback, Noah Herr. Keeping it, moving the chains into the red zone for Century.
Red zone brought to you by Serve Pro. Patriots already 1 for 1 in this area of the field tonight. Tight end to each side of the line of scrimmage. Wild, the running back, gets the carry. Eventually forward progress is stopped at the 11.
Stop made by Ludwig.
Wild came into today's game with 60 carries, not too far behind Pope for the team lead. There's about 5 yards per attempt as well. That's sweet. Yeah.
Those both they've had a really good season coming in. As we have a timeout here, over 700 yards combined in 6 touchdowns.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. You're watching WDA football on the PSP Network.
This pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
The timeout sponsor on the PSP Network, First International Bank and Trust, is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built to the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Find them online at fibt.com. I wonder if we ever have listeners from South Dakota.
Yeah, maybe wondering what we're doing over here in North Dakota. Seen some of the talent level.
You know, they have an extra class of football down there.
Might have to expand over there.
Second down and 6 for Century. There'll be a quarterback keeper with her. He's got the 5-yard line, a first down, and now it's just the push to keep him going all the way to the 2.
And you've seen it, the second drive here. I said a number of opportunities for Minot High defense to get off the field. They haven't capitalized. We're already on to the 13th play of this drive, Owen. The time of possession, all Century here in this first quarter.
And the Ryan Family Dealerships replay right there. 6:30 and counting, second quarter. 7-0 lead for Century and closing in on another touchdown. Morris, the fullback. Carter Wild, the tailback behind him. They'll go to Wild. Follows Morris, follows the right side of the offensive line in for 6. Carter Wild, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season after the earlier score tonight.
Already 2 for Carter Wild in this game. They convert a 3rd and 20. They convert a 4th and 1. They end up in the end zone, pushing this to a 2-possession ball game.
We're talking possible Magic City Home Legion move of the game on that 3rd and 20 catch by Joey Kralik. Peterson with the point after. It is good. Rarely misses those. 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century doubles their lead in the first half over Minot.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Coming up, it's the Moonlight Home Improvement Halftime Show. It's your home renovation specialist in the Magic City. If you've been putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation, now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network. Get up to 10% off on your project invoice. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or at moonlighthomeimprovement.com. 14-0 Century. 6:26 to go first half of the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Magicians will get the ball back after this Peterson kickoff. Bell will catch it. Didn't need to. That's in the end zone for a touchback.
What a weapon Peterson is. You're getting nothing out of the special. I mean, he's booting every ball to the end zone. Everything's a touchback. So no opportunities for returns here on the special team side for Minot High.
Now, there's how many high school football teams in North Dakota, and how many get to have maybe just one, a big offensive line or one a kicker? Century's got both of them.
Yep, they've got it, and all Century so far here. 6:26 mark as Minot High offense comes back to the field.
First down run. It's a new running back in the game for Minot High, and Blake Anderson is his name. A gain of 5. He's back. Did not play last week against Legacy. He hasn't played a full game, Bryce, since the Cheyenne game in week 2.
And he's such a weapon. He's so gifted. It's the speed, just the vision at that running back position. The Minot State commit. Great to see him back out there if you're a Magi football fan.
Just testing out that ankle once again. They're going to hand it to him again. This time he stopped in the backfield. A loss of 2. Another TFL for Helgeson.
Helgeson's been great in this game. nothing outside him. They're setting the edge for Century in a 3rd and long for this Minot High offense.
Got a couple new players in there in personnel for Minot High. Wide receiver Taylor Lundeen. We kind of, in preparation for this game, knew we were going to have to go down the depth chart in this one for Minot High. Just kind of a shortage of numbers right now. 4 receiver formation. Also no Corbin Kraft tonight for the Magi at wideout. 4 players running routes, and Sutton has to run around. He's tackled all the way back to the 6-yard line. Right of that one to the defensive end, Darian Bitts.
Darian Bitts, he has a number of sacks on the season. You see the delay blitz there kind of caused all of that. Bitts cleans it up, another sack, a huge loss.
If you're wondering why Sutton isn't down at the 2 and he's down at the 8-yard line, it's where you make contact with the quarterback when he's running backwards.
I love that delay blitz call with Morris there. And Bitts has been so good at that defensive end position all year for Century.
Minot running a man on late for the punt. That's Sprague's. As Sutton is set to boot away a 3rd punt of the first half. From the back of the end zone, high snap. Is able to get one away. Haroldstad has the fair catch signal up. Oh, now he's actually going to run it. Just waving the hand a little bit and goes down at the 39-yard line. First down. Century in plus field position. All on the PSP Network tonight, whole 5 games. We got the early start. Bismarck and Legacy already underway. This game might be over by the time Dickinson and St. Mary's kicks off 8:30 Central tonight due to referees moving around.
I'm excited to give us a little lesson. We can listen to Brock Widener on the ride home from the capital city.
And some AA football as well up in Minot. A score we're going to be keeping our eye on a lot tonight. Minot North and Devils Lake. Possible West Region Championship already in week 7. First down and 10, Century at the 39. Hurst starts in the shotgun here. Looks for Haroldstad, a double move. Can he get it to him? Tight coverage, and a flag is thrown. Bell was all over Haroldstad, doing the best he could against the 6'4" receiver.
That's asking a lot for Bell there. Looked like some hand fighting. I thought maybe they'd let it go there. But it's going to be pass interference. It's going to be the call. It's going to be first down Century.
I asked Coach Hendershot, you have that 6'4" matchup over there, the basketball star, and Xavier Haroldstad. What do you try and do to stop that? And he said, well, we're just going to try and play our own game out there and hopefully, of course, put some pressure, not let him get too far downfield. And, you know, it's just one of those questions that's hard to answer. You don't get to see that too often.
Yeah, I like that, though. You got to get your hands on him there. Bell has to be physical with him. The back end has to be physical and try and stop Haroldstad if you can.
Carter Wild nearly tripped up by the turf, is able to get ahead for 3 to the 22-yard line. See Century maybe try and move a bit quicker here on this drive. 4 minutes to go in the half, but not too much field left in front of them. Haroldstad comes off the field. Bring in Isaac Bachmeyer as a new wide receiver. All to just hand it off to Carter Wild one more time. Into the Serve Pro red zone. 3rd down and 3 coming up for Century.
Continuing, it's been a heavy dose of number 16 here in this first half, Carter Wild. Running game really going here for Century, already up 2 possessions in this one.
Break the huddle in the I formation again. Kralik tight end to the right. Haroldstad the lone receiver to the left of her. Bachmeyer on the right. Minot trying to bring some quick pressure. They'll fake the toss. Her out to the near side. He'll run again. Steps out of bounds. They're going to stop him just past the 15 and give Century a first down.
Yeah, great awareness to where that marker was. Noah Herr gets enough. Getting another big first down for Century.
And they're in the red zone, brought to you by Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using Serve Pro. Fire and water cleanup and restoration. Wild on the draw. Alexander holding on, and Wild never went down. Just his forward progress was stopped.
Anderson, I know his snaps are limited, but I said it. He looks terrific at that linebacker position. Seems to be moving around pretty well here in this ball game.
Down to 2:15, second quarter. Century with the football at the Minot 12. Yeah, we've seen it on film the last couple of weeks. This is kind of play-action pass territory for Century. They've been heavy run game, though, here in the red area.
You see something to number 85 again, Joey Kralik, that great size at tight end.
Toss to Wild. He's going to break right in between two Minot defenders and does have it up for the first down. It goes as a gain of 8 to the 3-yard line. First and goal.
Once again, it's up front. The big boys up front for Century, controlling this ball game here as they look to punch one more in here before the first half runs out.
Still some time, but it is running for Century. 90 seconds to go first half. They do get the ball to start the third quarter as well. Herr will hand off. It's Wild. A diving effort at the very end, but he is short. 2 yards there and still 1 to go. Oh, they're going to mark him down at the 2 even. Patriots average 27 points per game. That has taken a huge increase in their past couple games. Scored 100 points in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to help the old points per game average for sure.
High formation as usual. Second and goal from the 2. It's Wild. Stopped in the backfield. The initial hit right there, and holding on to the shirt was Tucker Nelson. And now Century, with the clock still running at 34 seconds, has a third down and goal from the 4. And it looks like we've got a timeout for the Patriots. Maybe run 2 more offensive plays before this half ends. Timeout's brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Also want to thank a sponsor of the PSP Network, Bones Barbecue Sauce, bringing you the Friday night slate on the PSP Network every week. A true North Dakota original. Find it today at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, and Family Fare. Doesn't seem like it'd be too hard of a question here. Third down and goal from the 5 as to what Century is going to be doing, but Minot High has shown some good push from the defensive ends the last couple drives.
That was a great job by Tucker Nelson, blowing that play up, kind of hanging on for your teammates to come, and Anderson and Ludwig came in there at the end and cleaned that up. This is a must stop. You got to have a stop here. Already down 2 possessions, 14-0. Century offense has been on a field majority of this first half. Really got to believe you got to create maybe some type of negative play, try and hold them to 3 here on this possession, Owen.
Did add some time back on the clock, 3 seconds. There's 32 ticks of the clock left in the second quarter for Century. Again, they do have the very capable field goal kicker, Alex Peterson. If you don't get it here on third down and 5, you can go for 3 going into the locker room. Trips bunch to the sideline. Kralik on the line of scrimmage has Toman and Hansen behind him. It will be a throw. The one-on-one to Haroldstad. A flag is down in the backfield and a flag in the end zone. We got a lot to sort out here, Bryce. Obviously, the one in the end zone is going to be PI, but what's the one here around the quarterback?
I think we might have a hold there. I think Tucker Nelson drew a hold, I believe.
And there was kind of a throw.
Yeah, just kind of pushed him in the back there, but may have offsetting calls.
Holding offense, number 74. Pass interference, number 9. Penalties.
Hold and a pass interference will offset, and we'll do third down all over again with 28 seconds left.
You can kind of see it there. If he's got one-on-one, Noah Herr, that is, I mean, he's going to try and get that ball to Xavier Haroldstad, which he did. Bill.
Just the inside release.
Yeah,
I mean, who's going to get around?
You're asking a lot for Bell there to man up in coverage on Haroldstad. Now it looks like maybe Schindler is going to draw the coverage assignment here.
Yeah, Haroldstad flips sides of the field. He's to the right of Herr in the gun. Third down and goal from the 4. A fake it to Wild, throw in the flat, cutting back, and it is a touchdown for the Patriots. Flipping in for the touchdown was Joey Kralik.
The big guy getting rewarded there. Nice little rollout there, finding number 85, Joey Kralik, his second reception of the ball game, resulting in 6 for the Patriots.
20-0 Century with 20 seconds left in the first half. Kralik, another talented basketball player. Tell you what, Century is a talented basketball team. Peterson's extra point. He's 2 for 2 so far. Snap, hold, and kick is good. 21-0 Patriots. First half winding down. A key 7 points to go into halftime.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network is brought to you by BSN. They create exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. From custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fanwear, branding, and more. They do it all. Contact your local BSN sales pro today in Western North Dakota. 21-0 Century, as they have done quite often over the last couple weeks to start WDA play. A big first half lead. 31 points against Mandan, 55 last week against Williston, and 21 at the moment against Minot. That'll be another touchback from Peterson. Century will get the ball to start the second half again. So obviously Minot would like to try something downfield, but in all honesty right now, it might just be better to maybe just one play.
It's going to be tough here. You try and go 80 yards or even something, try and get in a field goal position, 20 seconds. I know you have the timeouts, but.
So this will be Sutton under center, Gunville right behind him. And a kneel down. How the first half ends, Century dominates the time of possession. They're staying on the field for a little bit. Should be good. Century dominates the time of possession. They make some stops defensively, and they take a 21-0 lead into our Moonlight Home Improvement halftime show now. They send the teams their own way. 21-0 Pats. We'll recap the first half next on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by
on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
If you're in the Minot area and looking for a rental, start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Welcome you into the Moonlight Home Improvement Halftime Show. Your home improvement renovation specialist in the Magic City. If you've been putting off the basement, kitchen, bathroom, or any interior renovation, now is the time to book your free estimate with MHI. Mention PSP Network and get up to 10% off on your project invoice. Call Drew now at 701-721-4612 or at MoonlightHomeImprovement.com. Well, Bryce, 21-0 is the score at the break. Century, again, has built a pretty solid lead in the first 24 minutes of football. Just how did it happen with our first half scoring summary?
We got kicked off in scoring. It was a 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Carter Wild, 4 yards out, a rushing touchdown. Extra point made it 7-0 at that point. In the second quarter, the 6:26 mark, it was Carter Wild again, 2 yards out. Extra point made it 14-0 at that point. And then right before the half, 20 seconds of the second quarter, it was her to Kralik from 4 yards out. Extra point made it 21-0 at that point, and that's what we are at the half of this one. All Century in this first half, 21-0 over Minot High.
Kind of an offensive game plan we expected coming in from Century. It was just going to be try and cut up the defense with some runs, just power football. If you need to throw, you will. They haven't really needed to go to that except for the, of course, 3rd and 20 conversion to Joey Kralik. It's just been kind of a perfect day, honestly, in the office for Century doing what they want to do.
Getting that I formation, hand the ball off to Carter Wild. I know there's no Pope tonight, but Carter's handled majority of the carries. He's been terrific up front. It's the big boys. It's Dahl, Schweigert, Klein, Filler, Sile. Those guys have been terrific. Owen, unofficially, I got it at 36 plays for Century to 17 in that first half, plus 19. Time of possession, huge in the first half for the Patriots.
As for how Minot can maybe sway that the other way in this second half, they've tried running the football. Gunville had a couple of big runs, but one that pushes them back 3 yards has seemed to hurt an entire drive.
The defense has to get off the field. We talked about it. The 3rd and 20 conversion to Kralik there, they drew that big penalty. That was an opportunity for them. Then they converted on 4th down again on that drive. Just unable to sustain some drives. You said it, a nice 5-6 yard run. Then the next play, it's a negative play, setting up in these 3rd and longs. And the Century defense, don't get me wrong, they have been terrific these last few weeks. They're showing it again tonight. I'm going to circle the big guy, 66 on that Century defense. Darian Bitts is a grown man. The big sack in the first half. Look for more of that for Century. If you're a Century fan, hopefully on that Century defense.
When we come back on our Moonlight Home Improvement Halftime Show, we'll take a look at some out-of-town scores on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 21-0 here in the capital city. Patriots in front.
Work is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Second half about to begin here in Bismarck, but before we get to kickoff of the third quarter, Bryce, how about we look around the rest of the state? Some important games in 3A football tonight.
How about not too far from us at the Bismarck Community Bowl? Got a good one. 7-7 there in the second quarter. Bismarck and Legacy tied up. Big game, Mandan Williston there. All Mandan in that one, 42-19. Some time remaining in the first half in that one. Big double-A matchup. It's Minot North leading. A few minutes left in the second quarter of that. Minot North 7, Devils Lake 0.
I want to mention that Mandan score once again because next week, Bryce, you and I will be at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Minot hosting Mandan. And if results hold right there, that is a must-win game for Minot High. If Mandan wins tonight in Williston and wins next week in Minot, you can essentially put them into the playoffs if Minot doesn't come back here in the second half.
Little Thursday night football us next week. That I always like that little mix-up, switching it up later in the season. But you're right. If that holds true and Mandan does, in fact, get that win over Williston, that is a must-win game to get into the playoffs for this Minot High team.
Talking about the playoffs a little bit and the implications tonight. Century last year missed the playoffs. Bryce, I'm not sure. Maybe I shared the stat with you earlier. How many consecutive years was Century in the postseason until last year?
Is this trivia time already at halftime?
It is already
okay,
trivia time.
I'm going to say 28.
It was 17 straight seasons Century had been in the playoffs until last year. They even finished with a 5-4 record. Just couldn't make the postseason. This year they have a chance to get back if they get a win tonight.
And you got to love the way the game's going early. If you're a Patriots fan, try and secure that spot. And then we talked about it. It's a battle for seeding there, and they're got two of those biggest games left on their schedule. They've got Legacy. They've got Bismarck High. But don't look ahead here. Still a half to play here at the Sanford Sports Complex.
Century 21, Minot High 0. One more timeout, and we'll have the second half of our West Region football on the PSP Network next.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Rental start here. I just moved and had no idea where to begin, but then I found Creative Property Management. They've got the most listings in town, apartments, townhomes, even single-family homes. They made it easy, helped me find a place that felt like home, and their 24/7 maintenance means no stress. Whether you're new to the area or just ready for a change, book a tour with CPM today.
This week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, powered by the Aggie Foundation and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to
and that'll be caught.
Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. And watch for next week's PSP Network Player Performance of the Week, powered by the Aggie Foundation and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in. If we can make an impact in that community, we will.
Our Aggie Foundation Minot State University Player Performance of the Week. Congratulations, Bishop Ryan quarterback Jake Altringer. I mean, he's an our Redeemers guy, so we have to call him the Bishop Ryan our Redeemers Lions there for their win over South Prairie. They're battling right now, Velva 14-0 over on the PSP Network on the road, looking to pull off a couple of upsets to get back into the postseason race.
Yeah, they've got the Aggie Foundation will be over there handing out the old wooden penny to the winner tonight. In that one, always a fun. It's always great when you have a little trophy in those rivalry games. I know you see it a lot at the college football level, but it's great in the high school level as well.
Yeah, a career highlight, going to be holding the penny there on camera last year when we were at that game between Bishop Ryan and Velva. You can, again, follow for next week's Player Performance of the Week on all PSP Network social media platforms at Network PSP, Instagram, Facebook, and X. The Aggie Foundation, you can find out more about their charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. It'll be all performances from volleyball on Tuesday, volleyball on Thursday, and football tonight. We've had a couple of big performances, but Bryce, I think it's not going to be a performance that stands out today from all these stats, but just what has been happening on the offensive and defensive lines for Century. That's really been the performance of the night.
And that's been the story. It's been the big guys up front just controlling the line of scrimmage on both ends, and you've seen it. They've got Carter Wild going. You've got Morris in the backfield. Just an impressive first half from this red-hot Century Patriots football team.
And not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but looking at next week, on Thursday night, you mentioned already, we've got the Minot Mandan game, but there's also some pretty interesting ones. Another all-Bismarck showdown, Century and Legacy next Thursday. 5 games for you. Thursday night on the PSP Network. I do believe we have one more on Friday in Class A football. Where would Jonas be next Friday?
Oh,
I know he's in Nedros on Thursday
There's
night.
talk. I got to look at the schedule. I'm concentrated on getting the second half done, Owen, but I love it. I love you promoting Thursday night football and what we got going on next week.
There's been some talk about a road trip to Mott. Mott might be hosting us next Friday. I don't know. Second half's about to get underway here between Minot and Century. Patriots up 21-0. Minot kicking off from right to left. So we talk about just learning a couple new names for Minot High. They've been scouting the soccer games recently. Honor Amsbury is doing the kickoff duties. Dylan Oswalt, another soccer player, he's handling the extra points and field goals tonight.
Yeah, I saw we got acquainted with Oswalt last week. The lefty kicker there doing some extra points for Minot High, some field goal kicking if needed.
And on the subject of soccer, congratulations to both Minot High and Century. They qualify for the state soccer tournament next week in Bismarck.
And got a big matchup for Minot North and
yeah.
Jamestown tomorrow you were talking about.
Winner gets in to the dance. Amsbury ready with the second half kickoff. So are we. Nice kick here towards the 2-yard line. It'll be returned by Arndt. Takes a big hit at the 20-yard line. First down and 10, Century at the 21.
Tackle made by Van Pelt.
And this is the home, keep the conversation on soccer, this is the home pitch of the 16-0 Legacy Sabres.
Got to watch them practice a little.
Yes, you did.
Looking to continue their run this season. They're ready for the state tournament.
Noah Herr, starting quarterback for the Century Patriots, breaks the huddle on 1st and 10. First drive the third quarter for Century. They're 3 for 3 on possessions and getting in the end zone. Starts with Carter Wild, the running back to his left. It'll be a give, and he's going to run right over Jalen Gunville for 4 yards.
Tackle made by Anderson.
Wild not getting too many rests tonight. And really interesting to see. I mean, we spoke about it a couple times. Usually it's about 3 different guys in the backfield, but it has been only Wild today, and just now he comes out of the football game.
Yeah, with Tristan Pope scratched from the lineup here tonight, and it's been heavy Carter Wild now. Now it looks like Brandon, the fullback, is in the backfield. Braden Morris.
He's with her. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It will be a throw for Century. Comeback route to Xavier Haroldstad. Didn't control it. Incomplete. One of Coach Wingenbach's keys earlier today was also what Century does on 1st and 2nd down. He wanted to make 3rd downs more manageable. Well, here's a 3rd down and 7 test for Century. Give the play to Haroldstad. He'll run it to the huddle. An empty look here for her. Two receivers left, two to the right. And also Kralik. They'll throw towards the slot. It might have been intercepted. No, it just hit the turf in front of Tariq Bell. Kind of in between Hansen and Toman there. Hansen was cutting the other way.
You could see it there. Minot gets in those obvious passing situations. They are going to bring pressure a majority of the time. Anderson there, a free runner in the A gap, causing her to get that ball out maybe a little quicker than he wanted. Going to force a punt.
Well, this is a big stop for Minot High. A 3 and out to begin the second half. Peterson will punt for the first time today. And you'd have to think here where they have the return man standing. This could be solid field position for Minot. Peterson, though, will send this one bouncing at the 49. It takes no bounce at all. And it's a start at the 49-yard line for Minot on the Century side of midfield. So here's the golden opportunity for Minot to get back in this football game. You got to produce points right now.
Yeah, great job by the defense. A 3 and out to start the second half. Can't ask for much more than that. Great field position here. See if Minot can do something with this drive. Start attacking this 21-point deficit they have here in this second half.
Blake Anderson does start the third quarter as the running back. Behind Ryder Sutton, quarterback under center. Logan Ludwig goes in motion from left to right across the formation. Drop back. Sutton throws over the middle. He's got Bell with space. He does not connect. Just overshot. Tariq Bell at the 10 would have been a first play touchdown.
That's identical, Owen, to the play we saw last week. It was in the first half. He had Bell on that post route, missed him in that one here. Just too far for Bell on that one. Great play call, the motion with Ludwig. Bell had to step, but Sutton just couldn't deliver it.
Once again, not much to do in the passing game for Minot High, something that in the non-conference portion of the season was improved on a weekly basis. Here they go to the ground with Anderson spinning his way forward for a yard. Brought down by a trio of Century Patriots. Todd Toman, Braxton Dahl. 3rd down and 9 for Minot. Quickly they find themselves in a really tough place. We go Lundeen, Bell, and Melhoff to the right. Logan Ludwig, the lone receiver, one-on-one with Hansen. Nearest to us. Now Schindler even goes to the wide side of the field. Sutton has to get it out quick. Throws intercepted. Picked off by Carter Coase. He has a pick 6 already this season, and he's going to return this to the 30-yard line just about. A flag at the end, likely for a late hit, is going to move this one into the red zone as well. Carter Coase, the interception for Century.
Just read it all the way there, jumping that. It was the pressure, though. It was the pressure of the defensive line, getting that ball out early.
Yeah, that one's going to go against Sutton, too. Kind of falling out of bounds was Coase. The play was over, and Sutton a little bit furious after the interception. That now his 10th pick of the year.
Yeah, just great. Just that's Coast reading the eyes of the quarterback there. Magi just had the great field position there. It turns into an interception by Sutton, and now Century set up inside the red zone here.
The drive begins after the 15-yard penalty at the 16-yard line. Patriots go back to the I formation now. Hansen in motion. Snap to her, handoff to Wild. Cuts back towards the middle of the field and is tackled right away. Tucker Nelson. Actually, no, Liam Neff, the tackle.
Once again, like you said, back to the I formation. Carter Wild back there. Going to see a heavy dose here on this drive. You think try and punch it in. No hurry. Century's been in no hurry offensively here. Really kind of draining that play clock. Being really patient.
At the 10. High crowds the line of scrimmage. Wild is able to get through it. And Anthony Alexander again trying to just bring him down. It might look like he's ripping the football. He's just trying to tackle Carter Wild. That has been a tough job tonight.
Carter Wild following Ian Schweigert on that play and kind of dragging Alexander for a couple more yards. All important first down inside the 5-yard line for Century.
First and goal to go. Their Serve Pro red zone possession for the Patriots. Wild 2 touchdowns on the ground. Kralik has a touchdown catch. Keeper by Herr. Found a little room. He might be in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Noah Herr deciding to keep this one, calling his own number there from 3 yards out on the sneak play, extending the lead for Century.
Just that little bit of space between the center and right guard was enough for Herr to get in. Now he'll do the holding for kicker Alex Peterson. And Peterson swings the leg across and is 4 for 4 on extra points tonight. Noah Herr, the 4-yard QB sneak, makes it 28-0. A 4-touchdown lead for Century on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Eight minutes, 44 seconds to go, third quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 28-0, the Century Patriots in the lead. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Well, this third quarter, which looked like it was starting out so well for Minot High, a 3-and-out, good field position, and now a touchback. They'll start at the 20-yard line, and then all of a sudden, the interception leads to a red zone touchdown drive for Century, and Minot High is falling even further behind.
Yeah, Carter Coase just reading the eyes of the quarterback, coming up with the big turnover, which the Century defense has done a number of times. So good at the takeaways. Big one there, and capitalizing was Noah Herr, the quarterback, from 3 yards out.
Well, this is kind of one of those moments for Minot High. We spoke about it during the break, the passing game for Minot High tonight. I think there's been one completed pass so far, but if a sophomore quarterback out there, a lot of sophomore receivers getting their first reps, it's still something you got to try and establish here in the season when you need to start picking up wins starting next week.
He's going to continue to let it rip there. He's such a battler and a competitor.
Short pass is caught in the backfield from Tegan Schindler, and the running back is going to help out his quarterback, getting a positive yard. Now there's a flag at the end. The ball came out, and Xavion Haroldstand ran free for a scoop and score. I think Minot wanted a late hit maybe, or some.
Yep, I think they're going to get it too here.
Yeah, hard to tell who it was really. Everybody was just kind of, again, battling Minot for extra yards, Century to push him back, and it seemed like Schindler maybe just fell there at the end, and the ball came out. But it goes against the Patriots, 15 yards added to the end of the run for Minot. Four receiver set. Sutton will throw. Looking long to the sideline. Batted down. Another great move by the defensive backs. This time it's Xander Hansen.
Xander Hansen there. Great defensive play. Breaking that one up.
I mean, I never played cornerback, but that was like perfect.
I mean, that's picture perfect.
Left arm around, right arm in front, bats it away.
Absolutely. Blanket coverage there from the 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
Take a few wide receivers off the field now. We'll The Magicians let Sutton run. And that is a run for no gain. Back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 7 was just after the fact. You know, that's an area of the game where Sutton has been able to gain a lot of confidence from as of late, running the football. He's the leading rusher on the team with 363 yards.
And it's been throughout the season. It seemed like each week he got better and better using his feet there, but that was all Mr. Ian Schweigert on that. We talked about him at his guard position on the last drive offensively. Now the defensive tackle position creating havoc.
3rd down and 10. Magi need to throw it downfield. Tough ball here. Threw it to the back shoulder, and Bell was cutting to the middle of the field. Incompletion. 4th down and 10 for Minot. It's so funny. You see a Century roster that is so packed with players, but a lot of two-way guys.
A lot of two-way. Yeah, correct.
I can't even count that high to tell you how many they actually have.
Punt formation for Minot High. Haroldstadt to return for Century.
Sutton another punt. Haroldstadt to return for Century. Has had 1 return tonight. Not a very returnable kick, and a fair catch is called for at the 37. Today's broadcast of high school football on the PSP Network is brought to you in part by Farstead Oil. Contact Farstead Oil today and find out how their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938 and committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. Farstead Oil. Patriots start their possession with 7.5 minutes still to play in the 3rd quarter, up 28-0, aiming for a 5th consecutive victory. They've gotten hot at the right time.
Yeah, and it's a couple shutouts during that streak, that big winning streak, and continuing it tonight here, all Patriots here.
Herr will fake the handoff, pressure right at him. It's Anderson, ball came out. Still loose. And a chance Minot has it.
I believe the Magi recovered it here. I can't see the number.
Did. Had no idea who was on it at the very end, but they have the football at the 31, thanks to Anderson, the strip sack.
Yeah, great play. We talked about Anderson so much at the running back position, but it's been the linebacker position tonight. I think it was Tucker Nelson
55.
who came up with the fumble recovery. Minot in business in Century territory.
Well, here's another opportunity for Minot High. Still time left. Over 7 minutes still to go in the 3rd quarter. They've shown a aggressiveness to throw the football in that last drive. 2 downfield passes. Handoff though to begin for Schindler, and that play is going backwards. Ian Schweigert is having a giant second half.
Schweigert again. Another TFL for him in this ball game. You talked about the size. 6'2", 270, the junior stands. He has been a problem all night on this defensive line for the Patriots.
Minot behind the sticks on 2nd down and 12. Bell to one side, Ludwig to the other. Also have Anderson now in the slot. Sutton alone in the backfield. A motion Anderson with him. Fake the sweep. Now has to scramble. Sutton on the run to his right. He'll run for a 1st down. Here goes Ryder Sutton. There's a flag behind the play, though. A very nice scramble to the 8-yard line, but a good chance this one is coming all the way back.
Yeah, it looked like Century had another sack
in the back
there.
Right there on Dahl.
How about Sutton, though? I know you're down 28-0. The kid's still competing, trying to make something happen, that time using his legs.
Thanks to the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, we found out that call. For 50 years, Ryan Dealerships committed to their customers. Visit their locations in Minot and Wilson. There's 5 of them. Also shop online at driveryan.com.
He's up 2nd and 13 for the Magicians.
Well, it's only, I guess, a 2-yard loss there after it all. 2nd down and 14. for Minot. Halfback screen to Blake Anderson. Jukes a little bit and has his biggest gain of the ball game.
I like that play call. Try and take advantage of the aggressiveness of the Century defense there, getting a lot of yardage back from that penalty, making this third down more manageable.
Just not exactly what you want to see there. Anderson, a little bit of a limp jogging off the field after that run. Just as healthy as you can get him for next Thursday is the best case scenario for Minot.
Yeah, maybe an instance where he's been so good on defense. Maybe keep Gunville in the backfield offensively and let Anderson roam at that linebacker position.
Gunville motions out of the backfield. Fake it to him, looking downfield over the middle and almost caught by Bell. Made a great last-second adjustment, but another one that hits the turf. It's fourth down and medium for Minot.
Yeah, Bell kind of turned around, couldn't find the football till it was too late. Almost, like you said, had a chance there, it looked like. Down 28-0 here. Minot is going to line up and go for it here.
About 6 yards to a first down. I'm calling it 5 here in the building. It's about the same formation. Whistles before the snap. Timeout Minot. We'll take a break as well on the PSP Network. This timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
First time out of the half, charge to Chauncey Hendershot and the Minot High Magicians as they take the field again for fourth down and 5. The ball is at the Century 27. Again, this possession started with a strip sack by Blake Anderson, a fumble recovery by Tucker Nelson. They haven't picked up a first down since picking up the football, though.
Yeah, big fourth down here. Trying to get something on the board here. Maybe something to Bell again. That connection just hasn't been there tonight for Minot High.
Here it is on 4th and 5. Sutton might run. He's got some room to the near side. Sutton is up to the 20. First down, Minot, and some more. Out of bounds at the 15. It was finally Coast who makes the tackle. But again, Sutton with his legs. That seems to be the success for the offense in the second half.
The decision-making there. Sutton taking off on 4th down. Big first down conversion. So gifted. We talk about the big arm, but the legs leads this team in rushing, like you said, Owen P.
First down inside the red zone. First trip to the Serve Pro red zone today for Minot High. It's Gunville. Schwagert, another tackle at the line of scrimmage. This one does gain a yard, but it is again number 77.
Schwagert, we don't get too many defensive tackles in the conversation all the time for
Bryce, you might be
Sport
talking to him
Clips
tonight.
MVP, I think. I'm just wondering how tiny I would look next to him. He'd make me look kind of small.
Well, it'd be better than if I did the interview. 2nd and 9. Inside the 15-yard line. Magi knocking on the door and avoid the shutout. Move Anderson out there. Miss snap. Still on the ground. Sutton still hasn't picked it up. Kicking it. Picks it up at the 25. Way back at the 40 and is thrown down.
Yeah, that's
Pitts gets the sack, but my goodness, that is a loss of 25. Depends on where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 21.
That's just an instant, Owen, where you got to fall on it. You got to fall on the ball, live to play another down there. I know you're trying to make something happen for your team there, but it just results in a huge loss here. Oh, and it's Bitts again. Bitts is an animal, number 66. Artius, I believe that's his second sack of the ball game here for Century.
3rd and 30 for Minot. Delayed run, and they're going backwards even farther. Morris, Schwagert, in for the tackle for loss. Anderson is down at the 41-yard line, and that will bring up 4th down and 35.
Once again, another opportunity. You create the turnover, and it's the negative plays that can't handle the snap there, and it's just kind of been a story for Minot here these last few weeks in region play. Can't capitalize on some opportunities.
So that 1st down marker standing at the 6. Minot has to punt. High in the night sky, and Haroldstad will catch that one just above the turf. Fair caught at the 12. Once this game goes final, we'll have the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether they're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Well, Century, they do have a touchdown here in the second half, but a couple of drives that haven't gone their way. A 3-and-out and a strip sack fumble. Some things to correct.
Yeah, you'd like to, if you're Coach Wingenbach, you got to believe you're going heavy dose here. Get back to the I formation, a heavy dose of Carter Wild.
Well, on 1st down, they'll hand it off to him. A stiff arm, and he's still on his feet at the 34-35-yard line. A 1st down gain of 23. Oh, Bryce, you were right. They had gone away from the I formation a little bit. Let's keep it simple right now. Under 3 minutes to go with 3rd quarter. Load up the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends in the game, also the fullback. That's Bachmeyer in motion. Another trouble on exchange, and getting shoved out of bounds was Herr. We've seen some, oh no, and now Herr. It's the ankle.
I hate to see that, Owen. It's a late hit on Anderson, just an obvious call, and now the quarterback is down for Century, Noah Herr.
Not good at all, and I don't think there was a penalty flag on the play. That's going to be a clean hit. And Herr immediately grabs the right ankle. He's missed 2 games already this season. And that is just a horrible, horrible ending to the play.
Yeah, just something you don't want to see. I thought it was a penalty. I really did. I thought it was a late hit.
Yes.
I just thought it, but you do have Caden Wellstead coming in. He does have some experience.
Well, now there's a flag on this play. Yeah, the backup quarterback, the junior Caden Wellstead. Now there's more antics after the play. There comes a late flag.
He's going to be ejected.
He's get a number there, 54. That was Parker Fratell of Minot. It is getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah, it's getting heated. Parker Fratell is going to be ejected from this ball game. He will be disqualified from the next game as well.
Kind of just stepped on that offensive line. We saw it at the very end of that Ryan Family Dealerships replay. There was a flag at the very start of the play as well.
A lot for the referees here to organize and situate here. It's just something you don't want to see, Owen, but
especially with a whole quarter to play.
Really hope Noah Herr is okay. He's already missed a number of games this season due to injury.
There was a hold right away. So that'll be accepted, a 10-yard penalty against Century, and then they'll mark off 15 more for the personal foul against Fratell and an immediate disqualification. And he is leaving the park, as you see.
Yeah, a lot to go through there for the officials. You just can't do that. You got to keep your composure. I know I know the score. I know it's a lot of frustration setting in, and got to find a way to keep your composure. Can't be doing that if you're Parker Fratell. But back to football here.
A net of 5 yards for Century after all that is sorted out. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 39. Clock running at 2:40. Toss play to Carter Wild. See, Minot had floated the football. Oh, now another kind of late shoulder there after the whistle. Century perking up a lot here, asking for some late penalties. It's just the point where you can't even risk doing a play like that if you're Anthony Alexander.
Yeah, it's getting really heated out there.
Back.
You know,
Noah Hur's up and playing quarterback again.
Oh, great to see. If you're a Patriot, I mean, just a fan of football in general, and just seeing Noah back out there.
2 plays of Caden Wellstead, junior, and Hur comes back in on 3rd down and 3. It's just another handoff to Wild, a little hop step to the left, and that's enough to get the first down. The tackle was made by Schindler.
Great block out there by Braden Morris. He is at that fullback position, and just leading the way there. Getting Carter Wild loose enough for a first down, move the chains.
Final 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter, 28-0 Patriots in the lead on the BNC scoreboard. Wild takes another handoff. Went to the left, cuts back to the right, now towards the middle. A gain of 12 on first down. Just continuous blocking down the field. Everybody on pins and needles right now in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the referees are going to have to gain control of this. It's the extracurriculars there after every play, so the referees take charge here.
It is a first down for Century at the 40-yard line. Again, some new personnel in the game, including a new tailback. First time tonight, it's Adam Wild. He'll take the carry. Push ahead for 3. We got a flag down behind the play. He's just look in the backfield, and Peyton Sile is just on top of one of Minot's defensive linemen.
That is not a small young man. 6'6", 315 there. Thinking he had a pancake block there, but.
They call him Big P, and the P stands for pancake. But that one was maybe a little bit too much. It's a hold against Sile. Backing up the Patriots to the 50. The 1st and 20. Hard to guess how eventful the last 3 minutes of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we've seen a lot. This has been this drive for Century. We've seen a little bit of everything here, and as we're winding down in the 3rd quarter here.
3 receivers set for her. Back of the game healthy after that injury scare. Throw underneath, blown up by Gunville. Going for Wild on that halfback screen, but Jalen Gunville had other ideas.
The linebacker, Gunville, reading the screenplay, blowing that one up. Gotta love that from the linebacker position. Anytime you're able to read the screen game.
Wild still feeling the effects of that last hit. A clean tackle from Gunville. So on 2nd and 20, Carter Wild checks back in. Clock stops at 42 seconds. Run play to Carter Wild. 2nd and 20, looking to gash the defense. He's got all of 27 yards to the 23-yard line.
Once again, in a long situation, it was we got another penalty on the field here. We'll check.
Happened in the middle of the play, maybe. He's running down field. It's right at the first down marker, set at the 30.
After the play, purple foul, offense number 15.
After the play, a personal foul called against Isaac Bachmeyer. So it is a first down for Century, but they're going to bring him back to the 38. And, well,
I'm not sure what happened on that, but yeah, he did something to get noticed by the official. It's going to be a penalty. The intensity is really ramped up on I don't, you know, two teams that don't like each other, let's just call it that, but it's really intensified on this drive.
Century will have to snap the ball once to wrap up this third quarter. Still got 12 minutes to go in this one. Wild dots the I with Morris, the fullback, in front of him.
Carter Wild on the carry.
After a gain of 27, this time Wild will be stopped for 2. And that will wrap up the third quarter. Maybe a little cooling down to do right now on the PSP Network as Century leads Minot 28-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Fourth quarter of 3A football is next.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Well, Bryce, big coaching moment right there. Between the third and the fourth quarter, Coach Wingenbach here for Century, Coach Hendershot on the other side for Minot High. A lot of talking to do and not really about X's and O's.
Yeah, and it all stems from a few things that's happened on this drive. Coach Wingenbach, we could hear word for word what he was saying to his huddle, and the Minot side, everyone huddled over there. So there is obviously a special message from Coach Hendershot at that quarter break as well.
Start the fourth quarter, 2nd down and 8 for Century, up 28-0. Play action pass, they'll throw for Kralik. Kralik has green turf in front of him, cuts back, through a tackle from Schindler, dragging some Magi to the 11-yard line. Big play, Joey Kralik.
Great job by her delivering him the football there. Looked like he had a free blitzer there. Almost a little sidearm like Matthew Stafford action there, O&P.
Had Alexander in the air, got it around him. Mark Kralik down at the 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been the passing game for Century tonight.
I like him. Just a big target. 6'3", and 235 the senior goes. A couple big catches tonight for the tight end.
Another fake. Her out to the far side of the field. Flips it to the corner of the end zone. Jump ball, it's caught, but out of bounds. Had Haroldstad in the corner, but just out of bounds.
Man, then I like the play call, though. Get him loose, get him outside the pocket. Then you got 6'4", Xavier Harold said, hey, throw it up, give me a shot here. Just couldn't come down in bounds with that one.
I mean, give some credit there to Teague and Schindler. We've seen some pass interference calls kind of helped Haroldstad get out of bounds before landing in the end zone.
Being physical with them, they've done that all night. They've done a good job at being physical, trying to get their hands on.
Yeah, to this point, Haroldstad, I think he only has one catch tonight for Century.
Yeah, they've really held him in check. It's been the run game mostly here tonight for Century.
There goes Zakai Haroldstad. After Carter Wild has to get over a small hurdle there at the line of scrimmage. This will bring up 3rd down and 7 for Century at the 11-yard line. By the way, they're in the Surf Pro red zone at the moment.
3rd and 8 for the Patriots.
24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Surf Pro. Clock running at 10:45 remaining in the football game. Play clock at 15 as the Patriots break the huddle. Send both Haroldstads to the right. At Bachmeyer on the near side is the split end. Kralik, the tight end, to the left side of the line of scrimmage as well. Sprint out to the right. Has Zakai over the top. He'll go for him in the corner and throw it just high out of bounds. And now Minot again wants a little bit of a late hit. We saw somebody take a tumble in the middle of the field, but flags will stay in the pockets, and it's 4th down. Chance for Peterson to try a field goal.
Yeah, good coverage there on the back end by the safety Ludwig there. Holding Century to possible field goal on this drive.
They'll line it up on the left hash. Peterson has it set at a 28-yarder. As experienced as he is, this one seems to be in his range. It's always just that angle, especially on these shorter kicks. Peterson for 28. Snap. A little bit high. The hold gets down, and the kick is right through. Alex Peterson gives Century a 31-0 lead. 10 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the game tonight. This is 3A football on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Century up 31-0 in the 4th quarter, on their way to a 5-2 record. They've got some big games ahead of them, all here in Bismarck, Legacy and BHS, in an effort to maybe claim by the end of it another West Region title.
How about that game over there? I believe last check it was Bismarck High 21, Legacy 14, so a good one going at the bowl.
Patriots here, all they needed to do this early part of the conference season was take care of business. And Bryce, when your point differential is 131-7, I think you've done that.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen a team this physical on the defensive and the offensive line on the west side of the state. Davies, I was really impressed with them on both lines of the ball, but there is a nastiness to this defensive line, the boys up front on both sides for Century.
They took on Davies earlier in the year. It wasn't one of Davies' easier wins by any means, and that was even without her in the lineup for the Patriots at that point. A touchback by Peterson. Minot on offense. Still trying to avoid the shutout. They've gotten close, but a couple interceptions and fumble snaps have derailed some nice drives. Sutton, I believe, is joined by Schindler in the backfield. Again, this possession. Didn't see him last week against Legacy. Fake to Schindler, throw it out to Bell. Makes the catch at the line of scrimmage and has to get creative, moving ahead for 4 yards. Todd Tolman, the tackle.
Once again, it's been Century's done a tremendous job. But the aerial attack just hasn't been there for Minot High in this ball game. Credit Century's defense. Like you said, they've 2 shutouts out of the last 4 games. I mean, what they've done tonight versus Minot, very impressive again.
Sutton will try and throw. Might have to tuck this one again. Does throw over the middle. It is caught. Schindler has a Minot first down at the 34-yard line. First down for Minot High.
Great job by Mr. Sutton there, getting outside the pocket, kind of across your body, finding Schindler there.
A real kind of dangerous decision against the Century defense, but Schindler was running free.
Anytime you're throwing across your body, but great job by Schindler helping his quarterback out.
But Schindler in the slot nearest to the offensive line. Quick hitter to Lundeen, right through the hands and out of bounds. Looking to get a couple extra players involved tonight. Saw Jaron Melhoff in the starting lineup for Minot High, but they've been using these 2 tight ends, so he hasn't really seen the field offensively. Now Lundeen, who's saw very limited action, gets a target all to himself. Bryce, I think they got a new right tackle in the game as well. First time we said this name all season. Sophomore Riker Devine is in at right tackle. Sutton unloads one downfield. I think this one's
Bell's got it.
It's a tie. This one's going to go to the offense. Bell the catch at the 31. Big gain for Minot.
And that was big time. Joey Kralik looked like he was closing in on Sutton. Sutton delivers it, gets it out. What a catch by Bell.
Well, Arndt was in there as well. Give them half the credit each, but the tie goes to the offense. First down at the 32.
Schindler on the carry.
A run by Schindler inside the 30-yard line. Well, it's been a big play in the passing game away, it seems, for Minot High against both BHS and Legacy the last 2 Fridays. Could that be the spark to a scoring drive?
And we say he ain't going to be gun shy. He's going to keep letting it rip. That's one thing I know about Ryder Sutton.
Oh, that one's dropped.
Sutton's pass for Ludwig falls
Looking for Logan Ludwig. The deep threat of the wide receiver group for Minot High. Third down, and we'll call it 6. Here's Melhoff in the game, number 4 to the nearest side, along with Lundeen. Sutton steps up right into a sack. Now becomes 4th down and 8, 4th down and 9 for Minot High. Going to give Kralik the sack for Century.
Yeah, Carter Coase was right there. Once again, number 77, the big guy, forcing the quarterback to step up in the pocket there. Schweigert been terrific. We've called his name a number of times tonight.
6.5 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Minot High down by 31. Sutton is in that kind of deep shotgun. Might be, I don't know, they might run a play here. It's a throw with room. Ludwig hangs on. He's got the catch. Touchdown, Magi.
How about that? 4th down there. Sutton hanging in the pocket. 31 yards to Ludwig. Minot High is on the board.
Now Ludwig, after that drop, just 2 plays to go, hangs on to this one in the basket. Minot High does find the end zone with 6:14 remaining in the game.
Amsbury on to kick for the Magicians.
We thought it would be Oswald doing the kicking here on extra points, but it turns out it is Honor Amsbury tonight. It's the 4th different PAT kicker they've had this year.
Yeah, they've had a number of them this season.
Oh, it's blocked. It's going to be another trivia question for you a few years down the road.
I'm writing that down. I'm cheating right now.
31-6 Century in the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
On the way, our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Started out with a interview down on the field with our Sport Clips MVP of this game. Quite a few nominees tonight. On the Century sideline. Bryce, I know we just talked about trivia questions. Got another one for you because, well, the streak continues for Minot High. The last time they were shut out on offense, I'll give you a hint. There's a team involved in this answer that we're seeing tonight. Who and when was the last Minot High shutout on offense?
Oh, so Century shut him out. I'll say
okay,
1996.
No. 2021. It hasn't been that. That's still
way off.
That's still almost 40 games. So
all our viewers know I'm not very good at these trivia questions, Owen.
Well, you got 1, maybe 3 a week.
Gotta study more.
Amsbury will kick off for Minot High, down 31-6. Just 6 minutes to go in the game. Takes away the running clock tonight as Minot High gets it within a 30-point deficit. Bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
The kick rolls into the end zone for a touchback.
Next week, Century takes on the Legacy Sabres. Of course, we don't know the results of their game against PHS tonight. You can catch the finish of that one elsewhere on the PSP network. But for the Patriots, how they match up against Legacy. The one thing to note when it comes to the Sabres is their ability to run the football with Yusuf Jama and Brody Weigel, and Century's got a really solid rush defense.
Yeah, both teams run the football so well. It's going to be just going to be interesting, like you said. The battle of the defensive lines, you know, in that ball game, I've been so impressed with Century up front. Their size, their physicality, going to be a huge test for the Sabres.
Well, Noah Herr is out of the game, but it seems like it's just precautionary right now for Century, and a couple more backups have been brought in. That run by Adam Wild is going to be stopped for a loss of 3. Again, Caden Wellstad takes over as the quarterback.
What an impact right away by Dakari Collette, the sophomore, flying in, creating a negative play at that linebacker position for Minot.
He's going to run the football a little bit. Defense seems to be a calling as well. Wild still the tailback. They'll toss it to him this time. Melhoff makes a nice play to stop that run and took away the football. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though, and say Wild was down. Well, now the white hat comes in and signals Minot football. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Kind of simultaneously, they're going down, and, well, maybe Wild was on top of Melhoff, but it's going to be Minot football.
Well, first of all, great job by Melhoff setting the edge there, and how about that? Taking the football away, creating a turnover, setting up Minot inside the red zone.
Head referee tonight, Reed Floggen, makes the call, comes in, and overrules original call of Wild being down at the 15. So first down Minot in the red zone. He's still down by 25. That's 4 scores. Sutton in the gun. Keeper.
Sutton on the carry.
And now Century trying to rip the football away. Play will be stopped at the 14.
Melhoff, a kid, making the most of his opportunity. You know, he hasn't been in the lineup too much for this Magi team. He's seen reps tonight on both sides there, creating a turnover.
Inside of 5 minutes left, Minot High will go a slower tempo here. Obviously just trying to build a little bit going into next week's game. Already have the touchdown in the fourth quarter. Just add another. Not really worried about how quickly you're scoring, just as long as you get in. Sutton out to his left. He's chased from behind. He did lose the football, and Century might pick this one up. Sutton kind of had it out in his right hand. Bits the strip sack, and it's recovered on the sideline. Maybe the replay will tell us who scooped it up. Maybe 24 Helgeson. But nonetheless, Century turns over the Magi in the red zone.
And it's Darian Bitts. You ain't getting away from Darian Bitts. That's his 3rd sack unofficially. I got him for tonight. This one, a fumble. Ball right back to Century.
Now the Patriots hoping they can just hold on to the football for the final 4 minutes and move on to Legacy on a little bit of a shorter week. They'll play on Thursday night. Still Wellstead under center. Fullback dive. New fullback in the game for Century.
Goodman on the carry.
It's going to go to senior Grant Goodman. No gain.
Saw Mr. Darren Mattern here in attendance tonight. Owen, get you ready for a little hoops. Just seeing him, I just thought about just how good that Century team's going to be this year on the hardwood.
Not too far away. Not too far.
We're getting our schedules together for winter season.
Tell you what, you see a lot of the basketball skills translating for the Century team, especially that wide receiver group. Here goes Wellstead around the right side. Melhoff, another stop.
Tackle made by Melhoff.
Kralik, one of those two-sport athletes. Haroldstad's.
I like Kralik. Kralik is a grown man. Like I said, 6'3", 235. His size moves around so well. Two-way player for the Century football team. He is a gifted young man.
3rd down and 9 for the Patriots. Content to just run the football here. A couple new wide receivers, maybe give them some routes to run. Nope, it will be a run. Adam Wild bursts through the line of scrimmage. Well, there's 7, makes 4th down and 2 for the Patriots. And they will, it looks like, bring on the punt unit and give Minot one more shot with the football tonight.
Tackle made by Fox. Fourth down for the Patriots. Peterson back in punt formation.
Macklin Bullinger, the freshman, back to return this punt. The call-up off the JV roster this week. Kick from Alex Peterson. Century going to use all of the play clock here. They can get it down to about 2 minutes before they have to snap it. There it is. Well, Macklin's chance. He's going to muff it and get the recovery. First down and 10 at the 46-yard line for Minot High. Spoke about what's next for Century. We have already for Minot High, but it is Mandan next week. And again, as games start to wind toward a finish, a bit of a clearer picture as what's going on tonight between the Braves and Williston Coyotes. Mandan has a 56-26 lead still in the 3rd quarter. So in all likelihood, that's going to be a game next Thursday at in Minot where they're going to need to win against the Mandan Braves in order to keep postseason hopes alive.
And we're going to be there next Thursday night. We'll be calling that one from the Magic City, Dwayne Carlson.
And a chance that there could be some points on the board in that one.
We might get a little shootout next week.
Cullen Cisco the run. The thing is, Minot, again, we've seen tonight, the passing game, they've had about 2 big plays in the passing game, but other than that, at least from what had been the case in the first 4 weeks of the season, it's definitely gone down a little bit, their willingness and ability to throw the football downfield.
Yeah, and once again, they had Bell on a post route tonight. They didn't capitalize on that. The likelihood that that's a touchdown is very high. But Sutton, I mean, he's the #1 quarterback in that class for a reason. He's a gunslinger. He's going to make his mistakes, but he's going to keep battling. He's going to keep throwing it.
Here's a run for Dakari Collette to the 49. Clock running and a minute to go. And that means maybe a play, maybe 2 left for Minot tonight.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Magician.
Get everybody a rep on offense. A lot of new call-ups over the past 2 weeks. Bunch of freshmen getting in the game right now for Minot. Again, a roster smaller than usual. It's much to do with that split with Minot North. There's a flag before the snap. We've got encroachment against Century. Sentinels, meanwhile, tonight in AA football, they have a 13-7 lead over Devil's Lake. Nothing easy in that game, but you feel like a low-scoring game benefits the Sentinels a little bit in that matchup against the red-hot Devil's Lake Firebird offense. 3rd down and 2 here for Minot. Well,
3rd and 3 for the Magician.
Wind the clock. Means 1 play is all we have left. Collette with Sutton in the backfield. Sophomore classmates. And Collette does have a first down to the 41-yard line. Century gets to 5-2 with the win today. Their 5th consecutive victory. 3-0 to open West Region play. Minot High falls to 0-7. Well, Minot wants to run one more play, so let's let him do that. We got Cisco now in the backfield. 20 seconds left. First down run. Cullen Cisco will slide ahead for 3 yards. Minot falls to 0-7. 0-3 against the West Region, but of course their 2 biggest games of the year are next, Mandan and Williston, in an effort to qualify for the 3A state playoffs. This one has gone final. Century 31, Minot High 6. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Schatz Crossroads post-game show coming up after this commercial break.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Start our Planning Team Financial Advisors, Schatz Crossroads post-game show up here in the booth. Schatz Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Schatz Crossroads. You can order online at schatzcrossroads.com. 31-6, the final score today in favor of the Century Patriots, pictured on your screen. Ron Wingenbach's post-game comments, and then we'll hear from him as well with Bryce Gutnick on the field. The BNC National Bank scoreboard again, 31-6 the final. Here's how it happened with your scoring summary today. Century, it wasn't as guns blazing as it was last week in Williston. First play, a 64-yard touchdown, but it was just a long drive to get him in the end zone. They went 12 plays. Carter Wild ends it with a 4-yard rushing score, the first of 2 on the night for him, moving into the starting role with Tristan Pope out for the evening. In the second quarter, it would be Wild again, doubling the lead for the Patriots on a 2-yard run, following his fullback Braden Morris into the end zone, made it 14-0 Century on another made PAT by the kicker Alex Peterson. Later on in the second quarter, it would be a passing touchdown in the red zone for Century. Noah Herr to Joey Kralik, a 4-yard connection. That with the very end of the second quarter, 20 seconds to go, put Century ahead 21-0. And that would be the halftime score. The third quarter, Noah Herr, a 3-yard rushing touchdown, a 28-0 lead. And then the fourth quarter began with a field goal for Century, 27 yards out, and then Minot would get their first points of the night late in the fourth, 6 minutes to go in the game. A passing touchdown, 31 yards from Ryder Sutton to Logan Ludwig, and that was your final tonight. Century 31, Minot High 6. Later on, our post-game show will hand out our move of the game, Magic City Home Leisure. I'm just excited to see who Bryce Gutnick might be talking to of our Sport Clips MVP. A chance it could be a defensive tackle tonight. And Ian Schwagert, I know he was one of the top performers, but Bryce, at least for the moment, has Coach Ron Wingenbach with him and about to send it down to the field for our post-game interviews. Today from Century, a game that the Patriots dominate with time of possession just how they'd like to do it. Carter Wild, the feature running back today for them. And when they needed to throw, they did throw. That's kind of in the season for Century. Obviously, some big games coming up against BHS and Legacy. We'll have to explore that a little bit more, but the running game keeps moving along like it did tonight. I think they should be set. Well, our Bryce Gutnick is down on the field with Coach Wingenbach. Take it away, Bryce.
You got us, Owen P?
Sure do.
Coach Ron Wingenbach, congratulations, big W. I know you've been doing this a long time, but securing a playoff spot, how about that tonight? It's got to feel good. I know you got bigger goals for the season, but securing a playoff spot out of this region is always exciting.
Well, I think all you got to do is reflect back on last year. We ended up 5-4 and we didn't make the playoffs, and so I don't care how many victories it takes, but you got to get in. If you're gonna get to the dance, you got to get in, and this was a big one tonight for us.
We talk about the offense so much. I want to talk about your defense tonight. The words that come to mind are assignment football at all three levels: the linebacker position, the defensive line, the secondary. Especially during this winning streak, just talk about how well your defense has been playing these last few weeks.
Well, I think number one, it's kind of maybe starts in the back. We've got some kids that have really gained some confidence in the secondary. And then I think our inside linebackers have really matured this year and progressed quite well as the season's gone on. But as you well know, it all starts up front. And those 4 or 5 big guys that we have up there, they've been able to control the run. Maybe we don't get as much of a pass rush as we would like at times, but again, that's maybe a little compensation for stopping the run itself. And consequently, I think defensive coaching staff's done a great job of just implementing enough to provide a little pressure, whether it means bringing an outside linebacker, an inside linebacker, a twist up front or whatever. But those are the little things that, maybe you don't see as much from the stands, but, we see it in practice, and that's where it all starts. So you're right, it's a very complementary defense, and each level complements itself.
I'm always adamant about you should enjoy the victories, but I want to get some initial thoughts about a big game next week coming up with Legacy.
Well, a very athletic football team. I think that's the first thing that jumps out on you when you turn on their tape is they're athletic at all levels, and that's a real good scenario to have a very good football team, and they're well coached, and they've done a great job this year, and so all the pressure's on them. They're the higher ranked team. We just got to come and play and do the little things. We've got to cut down on our penalties for sure.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Go enjoy this one, and good luck next week. Congratulations on a big victory here tonight.
Thank you very much.
You bet. All right, Owen, we're going right in. It's kind of a rarity. We got a rarity tonight on PSP Network. We've got, I know you play both ways, Ian. I watched you a lot tonight. We've got a defensive tackle here. His defensive effort was terrific tonight. Our Sport Clips MVP, Ian Schweigert. I asked your coach this. Securing a playoff spot, it's always tough. We know how competitive the West is. How excited are you to be going back to the playoffs this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, especially after last year, standing on the field in Minot after that last game, getting knocked out, going home early, being able to beat them for a playoff spot feels really good. Really good.
The defensive effort, the unit you guys have, what makes this defense so special in your eyes?
Assignments. People do their assignments, and our linebackers are flowing. Our DNs are containing Darian Bitts. He's having a heck of a season. Our entire defense in a whole is having a heck of a season, and we just want to keep that rolling as we get into these last 2 games and get into playoffs and get into the Fargo Dome.
I know you play both ways. What's better, a pancake block on you pulling out and as a pulling guard, correct, or that sack? What's better in your eyes, number 77?
It's got to be a sack. It's got to be a sack. Pinning that offense back. It's got to be.
Anything for a post-game meal? What's the post-game meal of choice for Ian Schweigert?
Ooh, probably some B-dubs. Probably some B-dubs. We're gonna have to.
Oh, and you heard it, man. We might have to sneak the B-dubs with you, but congratulations, Ian Schweigert. Back to the playoffs, a big win, a big game, big effort from you tonight. I'm gonna let you go enjoy this one.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Bet. All right, Owen P., back to you, my friend.
Yeah, a lot of great questions, Bryce, and always the toughest one is what you're eating after a win. 31-6, the final score. Century gets it done. A defensive tackle is our MVP tonight, and for good reason. Ian Schweigert takes home the award. We'll come back with our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show after this.
approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Our post-game show tonight on the PSP Network continues. Brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. 31-6 is your final today in favor of the Bismarck Century Patriots. There we go. Still waiting on Bryce. It's a pretty long walk back up here for him all the way down the field there at Sanford Sports. But a course that he's run already once this year, being at the Legacy game last week. So we'll wait for some post-game analysis there. Already ran through the scoring summary tonight, but just kind of a look around the state. A big game out at West Fargo. They started the rivalry between Horace and West Fargo High last week, and well, the Hawks passed that test against the Packers, and tonight they do the same against West Fargo Cheyenne, winning 28-7 in 3A football. Now this matchup next week for Horace. They will take on Fargo Davies on the road. A chance at the EDC crown is on the line right there. If it's a Davies win, that is the case. Horace will still have to play Shanley to end the season, but some big things over in the EDC solved tonight. Mandan has a 62-26 lead over Williston in the fourth quarter. BHS a 28-14 lead over fourth-ranked Legacy at the moment. That game is in quarter number 4. You can find it on the PSP Network. Still 10 minutes to go right there. Shanley a 50-15 lead. Actually, Fargo North just got in the end zone. Shanley up 50-21, third quarter over the Spartans, and a little bit close for comfort in this one. Davies 22, West Fargo 15. 4 minutes to go in the game. Eagles have the football, trying to ice it away, and of course the game of note in AA football, especially in the West. Minot North a 19-7 lead over Devils Lake in the fourth quarter. Bryce is back up here in the booth, and a 31-6 win for Century. Already ran through the scoring summary tonight, but just kind of a game where kind of saw it coming a little bit on the offensive side for Century. If they can run the football, they're going to dominate this football game tonight. But was there anything we kind of learned, maybe knew about these teams today?
I don't know so much that it was new. It was just like Coach Wingenbach said in my interview with Mr. Ian Schweigert. It's assignment football. It's everyone doing their job. They did that tonight. They do such a good job at winning both lines of scrimmage on the offensive and the defensive side. We know they're going to run the football a lot. You pick your shot plays with Xavion Haroldstead on the outside, and it's a really good football team, O&P.
Our MVP tonight, Ian Schwager, the offensive and defensive lineman. You know, I probably understand why. I mean, he was in on everything defensively for Century, but in your mind, what kind of set him apart today?
Tackles for loss. I mean, even when he wasn't, for instance, like making the play, making the tackle, he was blowing the play up a number of times for his teammates to come clean it up. I mean, he is not too often. I look, someone makes me look small over there on the camera. I'm a bigger guy, Owen, but Mr. Schweigert, man, he is an animal. He is terrific. Was terrific in this one. Congratulations to Ian Schweigert.
You really have found the toughest question any sideline reporter can ask, and that was the post-game meal thing. down there, but it sounds like he's got a pretty good plan.
He's got an idea, wants to get some wings and call it a night and do some celebrating.
Sports Clips is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Check it online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com or use the app. One more item of business to take care of, and that is the Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. It was a lot of just chipping away for Century today, but I think when it comes to best plays of the game, it had to be that 3rd and 20 jump ball to Joey Kralik.
You read my mind there. It looked like there was a big penalty that set him back. Like you said, a long 3rd down, little throw to Joey Kralik there on that sideline. He comes down with it, just gets enough to get the first down. They ended up scoring on that drive, and that was huge for Century tonight.
Magic City Home Leisure would like to remind you it's time to bring a spa to your home. Stop into Magic City Home Leisure on South Broadway, and you will find a massive inventory and a next-level sales team that can help you find the perfect spa, sauna, or game for your rec room. It's Magic City Home Leisure. Well, that about does it for our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show tonight. For our great crew putting on today's show on the PSP Network, I'm Owen Patterson along with my color commentator Bryce Gudnick. Repeating your final score for the final time, Century 31, Minot High 6. We'll be back in action for high school football next Thursday, presented by Bones Barbecue. Hopefully you join us then, but until then, have a good night, everybody.
Is proudly brought to you by PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.